you're swaying off the golf ball, you're hitting the floor, you're making all sorts of different contacts with the golf ball. I'm going to give you 2 drills that you can do to play better golf. So firstly, what actually is swaying? Because it's a term thrown around in the golfing world, and it is a term used with regards to how the body is working in the golf swing. I see swings all day, every day, and a lot of people that regard themselves as swayers or movers off the golf ball. For me, it's either how the hips or the upper body is moving throughout the golf swing. So if I take a setup here, and I'm just going to demonstrate how someone would potentially sway off the golf ball. So if I had excessive lateral movement to the hip, so this is my trail hip, right hip for a right-handed golfer, how the trail hip is moving away from the golf ball. Therefore, we have excessive mass movement to the trail side, and now we're so far away from the golf ball, it's unbelievable. The upper body as well can also sway, so the upper body can drift and move away from the golf ball. And as I just do that and put it into a swing, I'm now so far away from that golf ball, I've either got to do so much laterally to get back to the ball, i.e. with the hips moving, or actually the upper body unwinding, trying to get back to that golf ball. So it's not a movement that we want to encourage. Sometimes we can have a little bit of that lateral movement to the trail side to create some counter forces in the golf swing to produce power. But when we start get people in there with excessive lateral movement, it can cause all sorts of trouble with the strike. It's heavily related, we use this term, the low point in the golf swing. Now the low point is the lowest point of that golf club in the arc that we build around our bodies when we make a golf swing. And for a 7, I've got 7-iron here. The 7-iron low point wants to be roughly maybe 4 to 5 inches after the golf ball. If I'm moving all the way over here, I've got so much work now to get back across to this low point, which should be after the golf ball. So swaying, not always the best in the golf swing, but how do we fix it? This is what you've come here to watch this video. I've got a couple of drills for you. The first one that I'm going to get into is actually a different setup position with the feet. So as you take your setup here, if we just go for a normal setup, I'm going to adjust this now. So now what I want you to do, I want you to put the left foot forward and the right foot back almost behind the left heel from your view there. If I just make a golf swing now, and you can see this face on, if I swing all the way up to the top of the backswing, it's really hard for me to have this excessive sway to the trail side. If I actually do it on purpose, I'm going to lose my balance over the trail side, I'm going to fall over. So this drill is absolutely awesome to start to stabilise the hip and actually get some pressure and your mass working forwards to the correct foot. So I'm at setup here. My right foot's dropped back, and I'm going to exaggerate this for drill purposes. I've got weight forwards to the lead foot, and I'm going to just make some swings, maybe some half swings to begin with. I'm just going to try and rotate the body, and instantly you're going to feel more pressure and more mass forwards to this lead foot. I'm going to hit a ball now, so normal setup, left foot forwards, right foot back. I'm going to have the ball position a little bit forwards, weight forwards, and I'm just going to try and clip a ball away there, maybe half to 3/4. And you can see the strike there was awesome. Did you see the divot? So you got the club working down on the ball, no swaying to the right side because all the weight is on the left foot, and I'm continue to pivot through that shot. If we get onto drill number 2 now, all you're going to need is 1 extra golf ball. And I say this all the time, I love drills that people can do. They don't have to go away and buy anything too expensive. I like to use drills that everybody's got access to, and everybody's got golf balls, especially when you're on the range. So you're going to take 1 extra golf ball, then you're just going to simply take your regular setup here. And what you're going to do, you're going to take the extra golf ball and just put it under the side of the right foot, and maybe just stamp that in the ground a little bit. And what this drill is going to do, it's almost going to create a little block, a bit of a stopper for me swaying to this trail side. It's almost a bit of a wall. You know, when runners start in the race, sprinters start in the race, it's almost acting as a bit of a starter block for me to push off. So as I make this backswing and I keep the pressure on the outside of my right foot, it's stopping me moving excessively to the trail side. So just having that golf ball in there, just acting as a little bit of a block, just gets my right hip rotating behind me, and it gets my upper body staying on top of this right hip now. So this is a really good drill to practice some feels, and actually you can put this into a swing. So just start off some slow practice swings and just get the sensation that that right foot is almost posted up on the right part of my foot there. And as I make a swing now, back, through, again you can see the contact, and you can see how my right foot there from face on is staying up against that block, and I can really get a sensation. The more I push into that foot, the less it's actually getting me to sway across to this trail side. So absolutely brilliant drill there. And the drills are brilliant, but we don't want to heavily rely on them. If I was practicing or getting someone to start to practice with some of those drills, I'd maybe get them to do 3 balls doing the drill and then 1 normal ball. That way they're getting more reps in of what they're trying to encourage, and then they're also getting the single rep there of the normal swing. So we've done our drills. Now we're gonna just go into the normal ball. We're gonna try and feel some of the same things that we've just done in the swing into the ball and give it a rip.